Hey guys, welcome to your first tutorial for the committee admin roles on this website. So really, this is just to get you guys up and going for the next few days for the fairs so that you're able to contact your members, so that you can change your details on your page and post any news that you would possibly like to post. Okay, so I'm going to try and keep this as short as possible because I know all our time is limited. So when you go onto the website, you first of all log in using the same details that you registered in the first place. So not your email for your sport or society or whatnot, just your personal login with your email, password. Click login. Okay, and then you should have been given access to this little admin feature. From today, I believe it's only presidents who will have this access. If you're a president and you're not seeing this I would say by the end of today, then just email Mark and Dieter or Chris from the activities team and they can help you out, or email in at web@su.westminster.ac.uk. Okay, so under this admin button, you will see a button for your particular sport or society. So I'm just using test as the one that we're going to use today. But you will see, badminton or cricket or whatever here, and you just click that to get into your admin. Okay, so we are just going to go through the first three tools here: edit details, news, and messages. These other features, a list of your members, sign-ups, polls, sales reports, we will go through at a later stage. We'll do another tutorial, but this is really just to get you up and going over the arrivals fairs. And these are the three most important. Okay, so edit details. This is where you control all the information on your page. So if I go to test, Smoke Radio, I apologize, I have stolen your logo just for the sake of this tutorial. Okay, so if you need to change your logo, it's as easy as choosing it here. Just one note on logos and all images on your page, keep them as small as possible. It really doesn't need to be too a big file. The reason is, if people are loading this page and you've got a really big image, then it could take a couple of seconds for it to load, which is just a bit annoying. So nothing bigger than, I would say, 150 kilobytes max. 200 you can also get away with, but yeah, I would keep it below 150 because this is a small image. It shouldn't actually be big at all. You can keep it to around 500 by 500 pixels, just a square image, and that should be sufficient. Okay, then your email address. You'll see if I take this out, just take that out quickly, and I save and I refresh this. You'll see the button at the top disappears. So only if you have information in these relevant fields will the button appear at the top. So just make sure you have all of that filled out. The only one to be aware of is the web address button. At the moment, there's nothing appearing for that. That is something that I will sort out after arrivals. For the moment, if you can just if you have your own website, to just put that in the description with a link. But otherwise, you got your social media: Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Listing description, not important, but if you want to, I would just take maybe the first line of your big description and just put that in there. It's just a short bio, just in case we put it on a page and there's space for a short description beneath. At the moment, there is no such page, so you don't need to worry about that. But I would just fill it in anyway. There's no harm in it. And then this is where you have complete control over all the information in your description. So obviously text. You can add images, and you can add YouTube videos. If you're going to add a YouTube video, you can put the embed code in here, or just paste the entire URL in there. And if you wanted to, fiddle with the width and the height. If not, just leave it, don't worry about it. I would also click make responsive. It just means that on mobile, tablet, desktop, that your YouTube video will display correctly and won't have funny overlaps or anything like that. And if you wanted to, you could actually have an autoplay. So as soon as the page loads, the video will just start playing. You could have music, for instance. So if you wanted some sort of track on your page, that is one way of doing it. So when the page loads, it starts playing whatever song you want. Yeah, it's up to you guys whether you want to use that or not. Okay. Then, yeah, that's it for the edit your details, so anything on this page. And if we go back to your admin tools, the next one is news. So if you've ever run a blog or had your own website, it's very, very basic version of that. You just click add new article, you choose a title, so second blog post. You can choose a byline if you want to, you don't have to have a byline. Very important to keep this ticked, allow non-members to read. At the moment, there are no members for you in the system, so just keep it ticked so that students who haven't joined yet are able to see your news posts. Display article, I would just go a few months ahead, maybe into next year, and just make sure it's displaying. I would also tick this show in archive. It just means that if a news post does expire, that is easy to find in your archive if you want to put it up again. Then allow comments. If any logged in users want to comment on it, they are able to. Enable sharing, don't worry about this. It's something we're going to bring into straight after arrivals. Just some like social media sharing buttons, so it's quick and easy for people to post on their social media. Enable ratings, it's just a star system at the top. I would probably keep it unticked, but again, up to you. Tags, I wouldn't worry about because we're not really using a tag system at the moment. Here you would paste your image. So again, as easy as finding an image and pasting it. You will see it gives you this option to stretch or to fit all. I would usually go fit all just so that it doesn't distort your image at all. And again, if you guys are part of the residential, I did a session on this. Really stress the visual elements in anything that you're posting. So on your main page and on the news posts, always have an image or a video or something visual. It really does make a difference. Alternative text, well, really that's just if the image doesn't load, if you want something there to explain what that was, you put alt text in, which is just a good habit to be in, really. Image caption, pretty self-explanatory. And then your body. So you got all your, again, like your main page tool, you've got all the different functions here to be able to post what you need. And then if you are posting a blog on your own website, then all you need to do is take the URL of that website and put it in here. I would just fill in the title and these top bits, display, and these settings. Just fill in that. Don't need to worry about the rest. Put that in, and then it acts like a redirect. So the news button will still appear on the home page, but when students click on that, they get taken to your website. At the moment, it's requiring approval. You should not need to worry about this by the end of today. I'm going to remove that. Okay. Then the last one is messages. Okay, so this messages works through Gmail and through any email client. For people to send and receive emails, you do not have to use this. So, for instance, when you send an email, all students will be able to find that email in their message center. There's an inbox there, but it will also go to their inbox at their Gmail account or their Westminster account. Why I want to encourage you guys to use this is because you won't need to worry about keeping your own lists of contacts, keeping student data anywhere. It's all in the system here. It's just safer for you, it's easier to use, and you can just manage it a lot better than through a Gmail account. So if I go into send email, and actually let me just take you through each of these. So at the top you've got from, So where is this email coming from? And you can choose, do I want it to come from my personal account, or do I want it to come from my sport or society account? So those usual at su.westminster accounts, you will see that there, and you can choose to send it from that each time. You can also decide quite conveniently where the replies go to, if you want it to your personal account or just to your club account. Then under 2, you need to click 2. You choose the list, the group of people you want to send your email to. So you will notice that there is an I am interested group. So this is the membership that will appear. Let's just go here. This will appear at the bottom here. I am interested. If students click this on your page, it will put them into a list of members, and you'll be able to contact them here, and it will say how many people are in that list. So you would click I am interested, add recipients, and when it has recipients you won't get that error. Okay, then you can choose, you can write your subject, you can add any attachments if you want. Don't worry about track this email yet, I will explain that at a later date. Don't worry about template, and then message text, everything that you need. And it's as easy as that. And then if you go back to your admin tools, back into your message tools, all of the emails that you've sent will be listed here, and you can download drafts of them. And yeah, that's it. So just to recap, there will be an I am interested membership at the bottom here on every sport and society page. So when students come to your desk during arrivals, ask them to first log in their personal account. So log in, click the buy membership, it will go to their basket. This is a fundamental step that they need to complete before they log out. It doesn't take long at all. You just go basket, proceed to checkout. It's free, so they just click complete and then it's done. It is an extra click, and I try to avoid that because I know it takes that much extra time, but really, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't take that much time, and it's probably a lot faster than having students write down their details and you have to put that list into an Excel spreadsheet and whatnot. So yeah, that's how you would do it. One last note also, make sure once students have clicked this button that they log out, because the next student will need to log in. If there is a student who hasn't registered, there are 2 things that you can do. You can either tell them to quickly register themselves. So if they go, you click login, you click register new account, and you click new student registration. If they fill out this form, they will automatically be logged in. I think you might remember when you did it yourself that there was a verification email sent out. There won't be a verification email, they'll just be automatically logged in, and then they can go back to the page and click the I am interested membership. The other page you could send them to is /get started, which, if it's a student who doesn't really understand what the Students' Union is about, this is a nice page to explain that in brief and to get them to click the register button. And finally, if all of that fails and maybe there's a long queue of people, or students aren't quite understanding that, we will have a table next to the SU stand that's dealing specifically for this registration for any students having problems with their account. So you can just point them in the SU stand direction and ask them to speak to one of the staff members there manning a computer, and we'll get them logged in and sorted. So that's it, guys. Thanks very much. Best of luck for the week. It's going to be brilliant. And yeah, don't hesitate to shout if you have any trouble. Thanks very much. Cheers.